Hello everybody, and welcome to yet another surprise inside. We're going to be doing a couple of these because there's a lot of stuff coming in the mail. So as you remember, the last surprise inside didn't have anything that would be used in my series. Well, pretty much in the next two we'll have a lot of stuff that has to do with my series. So this one's just two packages. One of them is just one solo item, that is Wooden Railway, and one of them is stuff that isn't Wooden Railway, but that will be very beneficial to my series. So the first package here, it's a little wet, and that's just because it's been sitting in the rain it's been sitting outside in the rain because I've been gone all day. I literally got home like 10 minutes ago. This poor thing is just, rain soaked and everything. I bought it on Sunday and it got here today. And it's an item I've been hunting now since 2015. It is a Mattel item. And the reason why I've wanted it badly because I think it's a really cool item. The problem is it's just been way too expensive. So I managed to save a ton of money buying it this way. And I just realized I cut the box wrong. Where the heck is it? Here it is. So I thought the box is going one way, and I just cut it completely the wrong way. Oh well. One thing I can really commend about eBay sellers. One thing I can really commend about eBay sellers is that they really know how to pack their stuff. I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek what it is. It is Ofsted Station. So, I know what you're thinking. How much did you pay for this? Because this thing is an expensive item. And believe me, I know this thing's an expensive item. Right now, this thing retails for just about, a nice affordable price of about $65. That's right. This thing is $65 right now at Toys R Us. And the sad thing about it is, it's a Toys R Us exclusive. But it's $65. This thing is more expensive than Nafford Station, which is bigger than this thing. This thing isn't that big at all. It's probably about the size of Gordon in height, length, and width. It's like a giant box. But no, this thing is literally more expensive than Nafford Station. And I think I did a little bit. I think it's almost the same price. And I don't know how much Timoth Sheds is, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty close in pricing. And this thing is nowhere near that big. This should not be priced for that much. So I bought this. Obviously, it's been used. I can see chips on the roof over here. You just take a look at this item. This item's a really cool item though, because it's the first. You could call this basically the first multi-level station released to Wooden Railway. So you've got the one track up here, it's cut in half, then you got the lower track down here. It's a nice station. It's nowhere near accurate to the TV series, but I think I kind of like it. When I first saw this, I'm like, I'm not going to buy this, because this looks like a straight-up rip-off of that Celery thing that came out years ago. No, this thing's actually better than it, because you can, if you just look at it from this way, it looks like the same thing, but then you look at it from this angle, it's completely different, because now you have a different track here. Pretty cool thing to add to layouts. I'm just a little, peeved about how much, this thing goes in stores. So now you probably wonder, if this thing's so expensive, why'd you buy? Well, like I said before, I really wanted it, and this thing was pretty cheap on eBay. So the seller had this for about $21 plus $6 shipping, and he had a best offer feature. So I tried to work the seller down, and after some negotiating, I got it to just about paying $21. So if you want to do statistics for a second, I paid about a third of the original price, saving about 66%. And back when Toys R Us had a sale, I even contemplating buying this, but this thing was like $30-something. And I was like, that's still a little high for it, in my opinion. So, $35, I still saved 40% compared to that, and I didn't even have to get a crappy Charlie mod. Believe me, I've gotten a lot of crappy Charlie models in the recent months. Not talking to anybody in particular. Not talking to anybody in particular at all. Anyway, the next item I got here was something. Now this was a purchase that was certainly worth it. Just because of how, like, huge this box is. And this thing only cost me about $25. And it's not a thing, it's a lot. I'm not going to tell you what's in it. I'm just going to open it. And this thing is not necessarily a wooden rally, but this thing's going to help me with my series of time. Jesus Christ, it's like sellers are learning to, are evolving in, like, how they package things. I should really have a knife with me when I do this. How did it even, what kind of box is, where's the side, like, the thing I'm just cutting into the box, like wrapped somewhere? It's gonna take some time. Oh, here we go. I found the flaps. They're in a really weird spot compared to the rest of the item. This one side. Ooh, these things are pretty cool. So let's start out. Let's try to see if we can, whoop, knock some stuff off my set. So I'm going to show you the first thing, and then I'll tell you the kinds of things. So this will definitely come in handy filming scenes. It is a Tomy the Trackmaster Maith weight station. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, it's Tomy. It says it's Tomy on the bottom. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, fellow Tomy users. This is going to come in handy, because one thing I've always liked about Tomy buildings, they're like perfect scale with wooden rally. Like, I have enough room to put this down. Now, even just leaving it up like that, I'll take James for example. And it just fits perfectly with him. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's a good size right here. Alright, see this. So basically I got a lot of basic Tomy buildings. So I'm going to show you one of the biggest buildings that came in it. That I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use all that frequently, but I think will still be pretty cool to use, like, for the occasional winter season. A decorated winter station. I don't know what set this comes from. I'm pretty sure this is Trackmaster. Somebody can give light to what exactly this is. That'd be nice. Sound off in the comments if you can. I'm going to move off that to the side. Another destination a lot of people will recognize is, whoops, Farquhar. It's not even official Farquhar I can use. This things do not look that big to me. On all honesty, these things do not look that big on camera in pictures. So this is actually the only non-Tomy thing I got in this thing. But I still think it could be of use, possibly. Is this wooden rally building. I don't know what this is. It's probably like some kind of brand like Imaginarium or Maxim or something like that. I'm just going to leave that off to the side. I'll probably use that as like a generic station. These will definitely come in handy for me. Not one, but two lower Tidmouth stations. And these are definitely going to come in handy because I'm going to use these for Tidmouth Hull if I ever need to build that set. Or actually, I should rephrase that, when I'll need to build that set. Here's another station. I'm not 100% sure what station this is. It has the same design as the two lower Tidmouth, so I'm assuming it might be the same thing. I don't know. Someone can shed some light on some of these things. I'm not the most learned Tomy collector. I've only recently started collecting, as you guys have seen. Another thing, Wellsworth Station. I don't think I'm going to use this as Wellsworth for obvious reasons, because I have the Wind Rally one, and I don't necessarily need to. And I think it doesn't look like Wellsworth at all. I might use this as like a narrow gauge station or something. This will come in handy. Speaking of narrow gauge stations, this is actually Ellsbridge, but you know, this could be nice use for a narrow gauge station. Let's see if there's a little. This could also be used for a narrow gauge station. And another thing we got here is two of these, you know, platform stations. These can come in handy, you know, designing Wind Rally sets and stuff. They're pretty common. And the last thing we have in there, which is actually in pieces right now that I gotta put together, is actually these sheds, these Tony sheds, and I've already had one originally. I've had one originally before I made this video that I got from my good friend Mike123 back last summer, and I like them because they're nice versatile sheds. But I actually got enough to make 3 of them with 2 extra roofs. So if anybody needs an extra roof for these sheds, you know, I can hook you up with one. If I can put this thing on correctly. Excuse me a second, I'm just trying to put these sheds together. Two. I'm about to make the last one I can make. Alright, so there's the 3 sheds. Here's the 2 extra ones. So I'm probably going to use these for Farquhar sheds. Maybe I might do something. I don't think I'm actually going to use these for Farquhar now that I think about it. I might use them for maybe the Little Leicester sheds. Maybe what I could do is make like a combined shed that I've seen people do before. I could make, like, you know what, that's probably what I'll do. I might make a combined shed. So if I do make that, you will see it on this channel. That would be pretty cool to make, actually. Combined shed. So, yeah. So a lot of stations that I got today to add to my collection. I almost have too many stations now. And a lot of them, some of these will definitely get some use out of them. Others, not so much. Like, I can imagine myself not using this one too much. I can imagine myself using maybe this one a lot. These a lot, wherever the other one is. Probably use these when I do narrow gauge layouts. Definitely going to use Farquhar a lot. Going to use Maithwaite a lot. May introduce that station in my series. Don't know what I'm going to use this for, but I will use it soon. But anyway, my camera battery is about to die, so I gotta sign off. This is Train King James saying good night, everybody. Don't copyright me like a Lover Woman 7.